Hi guys, this time I'm taking a look at the Ares Amoeba AM-008. This comes in both black and tan, and you've got to admit they do make a pretty box, but you don't buy a gun for a box. Inside you get very little. A very basic instruction manual with an exploded diagram of the gun, a jamming and cleaning rod, a polymer high cap style M4 magazine, and the gun itself. That's it, nothing else. The gun itself is made mainly out of polymer, with the buffer tube, outer barrel, flash hider, front sight and the trigger being made out of metal. With all that, it makes it weigh just around 2.3 kilos. The buttstock can be adjusted to 5 positions along the buffer tube, and it does house the battery in the back with a mini Tamiya connection. You can fit nunchuck style batteries in this, but the way they've channeled it out, you do need to play with the wiring just to make it fit in. The pistol grip has got some texturing around it, giving you some nice grip in the hand. That, with the flat trigger and the enlarged trigger guard, you've got plenty of space there with or without your gloves on, and it feels really comfy when you're holding it. The main body of the gun has got your standard M4 layout, so I'm sorry if you're a left-handed player, it's going to be a bit difficult for you. The selector switch has got your normal safe, semi and full auto functions. But if you've got the Ares fire control box, you can program this to have a burst mode or even lock it to single shot only. However, that is not something they include in the box, and you do need to purchase that separately. You do also get an extended mag release on the other side of the gun. Now this is a nice addition. It's long enough that you don't need to stretch your finger to get to it, but at the same time it's not going to get in the way, so you're not going to accidentally knock it and drop your mags mid-game. Along the top you've also got a full polymer style rail system. Now that's great for mounting any optics that you want, with a metal flip up front sight. And when that goes down, it integrates into the rail system itself, and it gives you about 2 inches of metal rail space right at the front. At the back is a plastic rear sight. Now while it looks like it's got windage and your elevation adjustments, from what I can tell it doesn't move at all. Also, the flip down peep sight is fake, and I almost snapped this off trying to flip it down, so don't do that. Pulling back the charging handle will open the ejection port, revealing a rotary style hop unit. Attached to that is a brass 6.03 inner barrel. The fake bolt plate does not lock back, so you are going to have to hold it while you're adjusting the wheel, but this is nice and stiff, so you shouldn't get any movement when you're firing it. Inside you're also going to get a version 2 metal gearbox with a quick change spring system and the Ares EFCS already installed, so this is capable of running both 7.4 and 11.1 lipos. At the front there is a 7-inch polymer quad rail style handguard. Now there is plenty of space there for all your attachments and your accessories. Right at the end of the barrel there is also going to be your metal birdcage style flash hider. This can be taken off, but you've got to remove that tiny grub screw first, and unlike most guns this has actually got a 14mm clockwise thread, so fitting tracers and suppressors onto this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Thanks Ares. For the chrono I'm using 0.2 gram BBs. So there's not much I can say that's wrong with this really. The buttstock on the back here, even though there's no rubberized texturing, is quite comfy in the shoulder. It doesn't move around, so it's really nice. Extended mag release as well. Your finger just sits on there perfectly. It's just in the right place. It would have been nice to see an ambidextrous one, but beggars can't be choosers. One downside I have seen, the winder wheel on the bottom here, it is dug in quite a bit, so getting your finger just in the right place with gloves on is a little bit of a pain, but once you know where it is, you're good to go. Other than that, trigger response as well is really good, especially if you want to do those follow-up shots. That is only on single shot, it's not the full auto version, so all in all, it's really nice to play with. If you want to see more Ares style guns, check the video here. Till next time, thanks for watching.